Hello, good evening, dear friends. And today is day 38 of my challenge. And it is going good. It is just every day I am just flooding with new ideas, and I want to share so many things, and I want to create so many things. That's why I just want to, I just begin to talk about the things that are very near and dear to me that I want to talk about. And today, I just want to talk about migrant parents. These migrant parents, I wanted since a long time to talk about this, and today, actually, migrant mothers and fathers also. But there are many things that I have been through as a parent after my migration, and I think being a parent is enough to learn so much from the world. And then, if you are also a migrant, then it is like a double motivation to do it. You have to do it because yes, um, you have to understand what is your identity or what are your identities, and you have to understand your child also. Being a migrant, yeah, it does not matter what is your story, your behind story. Yeah, it matters well for you, but yeah, you have to take care of your child, and then after migration, there are so many challenges that you have to face, and then a child, you have to take care of your child, and then in a very good way. Um, because I say always, and it is also I think known that if there are happy mothers, the kids will be happy. Happy mothers, happy kids. Happy fathers, happy kids. And after migration, if you are not happy, so your children, they can see your energy, they can feel it. Even if you are very conscious and very alert type of parent, um, even then the children can feel that you have problems. uh, but looking at the very broad group of migrants, it can be ranging, it can be ranging from person to person. Every migrant is different, depending upon your age, your country of origin, your knowledge, your level of education, and your willingness to learn, and your willingness to change the things. Because the method that most of the time the dilemmas occur that with the method that you were brought up is not working anymore. It is not working everywhere, but after migration you can see the contrast very clearly, and it can be very threatening to your values, to your identities. Uh, yeah, and then you don't yeah, depending upon the age of the child. Sorry for the voice in the background. Depending on the age of the child, you have to guide your child. You have to be leader of your child. If it's a baby, then your child needs another type of care. But then, if you have the problem with language, then you cannot connect with the other organizations, other people who can help you. But you have to grow with your child. So if the child is going to the other classes, then the child need more support, and then you have to remain connected with your child. So connection with your child, and connection with the other people around, other people who are involved with your child, like the teacher, like the doctor, like other social workers, like the other children and the parents of the other children. So if you have a child, you must make a network that will help you. Is especially after migration, if you are not knowing a language, mostly we tend to connect with the people who can communicate in one of the language that we know. So communication is very important, and connection with your child, and connection with yourself, and connection with other people around you. Take the lead. It is also sometimes we see that if a child is yeah, in the first 10 years of life, maybe if child is 6 7 years or 8 10 years, the child can learn language easily than parents, and the child begin to translate for parents. And in that case, it seems the parents mostly, what I find sadly, that the most of the mothers, they lose their confidence, and they, as if they give all the leadership to child, and they are asking to the child for the questions that must be answered by a parent. So try to remain in your lead, and if you need assistance, ask to the other people, to the people who are helping you, instead of your child. You know, because child is not someone who is going to help you. You are someone who is going to take care of your child. So be alert of your child's physical health, but also mental health. So the migrant parents, they should be alert of these things. So not only that you are after migration, it is yeah, you cannot say that everything will be okay from itself. You have to learn. You have to grow. You have to grow your knowledge, your skills. You have to learn the skills of communication, and you have to, sometimes you know better for your child, and organizations and other people may be saying the things from their from their perspective. Then it also needs that you tell to them, you should show yourself, you should come out and say what is your perspective, what is your idea, and how is that idea better, so that other people can also learn from you. So be willing to cooperate with others, because it is otherwise you will be living in a fear, and that's not so fine. Then you may be feeling may feel powerless at moments. So what can happen to the children is also bullying and teasing of school. And most of the time, what I see, migrant parents are not so aware of this aspect. But I have also been through, like my daughter was being bullied at school, and uh, most of the time I was busy with my medical exams, and my husband was saying to her, "Yeah, you know, you are new here. You should understand them, and you should be no, I'm passing. You should be more adjusting." And that was just not a good advice, because you have to connect with the child. You have to know what the child needs at that time. So, being a parent, you have to learn these skills, that how I can guide my child, how I can coach my child, how I can go into the depth of the story so that I can see what my child is really feeling. Because most of the time we think we are feeling very bad, so the child should do something to make us happy. No, it's not so. For our own happiness, we are responsible, and for our child's well-being, we are also responsible. So um, we can understand our child better, we can understand ourselves better, and we can communicate with the other people how we are feeling, and what is our way of doing things, and what is here good in and what is not good in. Because if you ask a question, you will get an answer. For example, sometimes in some cultures, it was like children. Yeah, children get punished if they do something bad, and they get rewarded if they do something good. And behind these things are also many other insights. Which things we should be punishing, and which things we should be rewarding, and the whole system of punishment and reward, it is now totally changed. So maybe there is something to learn about it. Why we are rewarding a, a behavior of a child, and why we are punishing him. Most of the time, it is also, it needs communication. The child, it is not like you are in another country, and yeah, yeah, no, I'm getting confused. Sorry. What I want to say is that we have to be aware of our communication with our child, and with ourselves first. So being a migrant parent is a very demanding job. I see it like a responsibility, and you have to learn a way to enjoy your parenthood, your motherhood, your fatherhood, but not from the point of fear. Yes, you have to grow your knowledge of language, and I know from my own experience that the children learn better and quicker than parents. Even then, you remain their parents, and you have to take the lead. So remain talking to your children in the language that you are used to. Talk with them over all the problems that they are facing, and be truthful to them. Tell them that you are also been through some struggles. Sometimes it is difficult for parents to communicate about financial problems with children. Children are growing and they demand so many things, and sometimes it is very difficult to talk about it. So yeah, learn here also some techniques how you can tell your child that financially it is difficult for you, without giving your child a feeling of being pitiful, or how can you give your child a feeling of self-worth uh, um, um, while you are struggling. And these are the things that are very important to learn. And these are, most of the time we get children without any education or so of how to be a parent. And then comes the challenges of life, and then we have to grow from it. And if I want to give you one tip, and that is a golden tip from this video, it is communication. The quality of your life is the quality of your communication, and your communication with your child, with the people around you, but also your communication with yourself. When you sit with yourself, and you are evaluating yourself as a parent, um, how do you feel about yourself, and what do you say to you? Am I a good parent? Am I doing good? Or can I improve myself? Um, and is there something to learn? Because from my own experience, I have felt many times that there was a problem, but no one was there to guide us. Um, no one was there. There was many times as a migrant, you feel like people are taking decisions against you on basis of their presumptions, that you will not be willing to learn, or you will not be willing to accept, um, while you are willing to learn and you want to know better. You want to communicate with your child. uh, so yeah, just remain communicating. And thank you, Diana, for your comment. um, Yeah, yes. The important thing is remain communicating with your child, with the other people who are helping you, and with yourself, and get all the help that is there. and that can help you. I think this is I think I will also tomorrow I will also make in Urdu. There is very much need. At least I have felt it. I have been through all the problems, and then when I was a doctor, I was mostly involved in gynecology and internal medicine, and I was so afraid of mental health. And when the problems began with my child, that was the first time that I realized that I cannot treat depression inadequately. I have to learn so much. I have to learn the hard way, and I don't wish that someone else should go through this way. So with this, I think I have to stop my broadcast. Until tomorrow I think I will also talk about these things, but then in Urdu. And I am thinking to make a training for mothers. And I think till tomorrow I will be ready with my all the administration, and then I will share it. I need a very small group to test this, and tomorrow I will talk about it, and then in Urdu, and I will see how the response is. So stay happy, stay in love with yourself, with your children, with your loved ones, and enjoy your life. And here is my video. Bye bye.